Hello, YouTube. So this is a one-take, unedited, unedited video. Oftentimes it will be, not always. I've been making YouTube videos for a while now. Oftentimes they are a one-take, unedited video. Not always, but usually. And today I just wanted to make a point, which is that deliberately pissing off other drivers is fucking stupid. I mean, I personally don't do that. I'd like to think that most drivers on the road today don't. But even if, let's say, roughly 5 to 10% of all drivers on the road are deliberately pissing off other drivers, I don't know if that is or isn't the case. There are some times, or a good number of times, where it appears as though there are some times when drivers on the road today will deliberately go out of their way to piss off other drivers. I don't know what the reason for it is, because in my mind, it seems like a pretty harebrained, stupid thing to do, because you should mostly just focus on safely and efficiently, mostly safely, getting to where you're going. Because if you're deliberately pissing off other drivers, that doesn't actually make any sense. It's like, what's the appeal in doing that? What's the appeal in putting yourself and others at risk of a car accident by pissing them off? It's like why? That's stupid. You know, like, even if you're the most inconsiderate person of all time, which would be kind of a shitty thing in and of itself, but, like, at least think of your own safety, at least. Like, if you're deliberately pissing off other drivers as you get somewhere or go about your day, well, then you're also putting yourself in danger because you're being a fucking nuisance, an annoyance, distraction. And there are some people who have that annoying high beam assist. This is especially true for newer vehicles. I mean, allegedly, there's a good number of newer vehicles on the road today that can't even control their high or low beams. And allegedly, they can't even control their fog lights either. Well, that checks out. I mean, the overwhelming majority of the time when it comes to things like the annoying lights, I like to think that either A, they can't control it because it's a newer vehicle, B, they don't know the difference, C, they're unaware, or D, they just don't know the rules for when one or the other should be on or not on. You know, or D, it's something else, like they just don't give a fuck, or they learned that sort of thing from somewhere else. I don't know. Maybe it's the kind of thing that people typically do in other states or other countries. I have no idea. I've lived in Wisconsin my entire life, and I think most of the time it's just either A, they can't control it, or B, they don't know the difference or don't know they're on. But then again, there are some drivers who deliberately appear to be pissing off other drivers. What is the reason for that? I have no idea. But personally, I think it's really fucking stupid because you're putting yourself and others in danger. So, like, if there's any reasoning to it behind it whatsoever for people who do deliberately do that, and the thing is, I don't assume one way or the other, because I myself am also just trying to safely and efficiently get somewhere whenever I'm driving. But if there are people who deliberately do that sort of thing, well, then it's like like it's stupid. The only reasoning that would make sense at that point would be that you're trying to put yourself and others in danger. Which doesn't really make sense either, unless you're just like suicidal, homicidal, or something. If that's the case, you should just, seek professional help instead of being a nuisance on the road. Anyways, that's today's little 5-minute spiel about why deliberately pissing off other drivers, if that is the case, and I don't assume one way or the other, But if it's the case, well, then you're an idiot and you're putting yourself in danger. Until the next video, have a good day or night. Bye.